Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Michigan State's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Spartans offense who will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The toss sweep to the right. There's some room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Goes high to pull it in. To the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They just keep firing. Fires to the right. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Spartans. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Got a little grass. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Spartans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying the left side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Spartans send out the punt unit.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the fly sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Spartans look to do some damage in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Handoff for Peoples. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Right on the money. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Peoples. There's a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. Pulls it in. It's Sowell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Here comes the heat. It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on first down from the 28. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
To throw, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Tigers lighting up the scoreboard en route to the win. How about two teams putting up 50 burgers in a game that has to be in the conversation for Game of the Year? And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up their first W. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Now back to your game in Happy Valley.
And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Running the red zone. It's Peoples. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Penn State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times. DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Makes the catch. It's West. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give on the counter. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball though.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires on the move. Soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Touchdown, Spartans! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4. Lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Looking to pass, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds his target down the middle.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to Peoples. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for room. It's Hansen. And again finds nowhere to run maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here's Peoples. Tripped up for the tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Penn State with the response.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's McCray. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
on the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Bringing the heat. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Patterson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Peoples one more time. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And you want that clock to run. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The keeper on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Makes his man miss. Maybe some room here. He's at the tip. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Michigan State, 41. Penn State, 31.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win.